Hi, peeps. Thank you, Dadu. My sister has done all the art for the stream today. Not on purpose. This was just sort of what happened. She actually did this drawing for my father for his birthday. And I thought it was too hilarious to not use as the inspiration for Sibling series. It essentially was the inspiration for Sibling series because she was sending me pics of it, like, in the process of. And I was like, dang, wouldn't it be cool to, like, just celebrate my siblings a bit? And also just, yeah, like, celebrate how cool they are and how unique they are. So Mia, the daydreamer, is the artist. Obviously, it's very easy to tell with all her art accessories. But yeah, thank you, Archon. You were first. Congratulations. Dansky, nice to see you, Sudane. I understand you got a look. It's all good. I love you. Dadu Designs! Oh my god, the music got too loud. I'm sorry. I'll turn it down. BROSPLORE is just fucking around in his room. He'll be here in a second. Is it still too loud? I feel like it's still too loud. I don't know. Wait, is this BROSPLORE? Is this the BROSPLORE? Oh my gosh, you actually did do it.
I did, yes.
I do this thing where I can't be bothered waiting the full 10 minutes, so I start talking to people too soon.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Feel free to roll forward more.
Cool. I mean, as long as we're both in frame, right?
Yeah, but it's more like I need to look at your levels in comparison to mine with the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Eye of Ra is here too. This is my nephew. He's literally in the other room watching a countdown. Which is very sweet of him. Archon, Matt. Archon lives really close to us. Plays Dungeons and Dragons, and I met him at Armageddon.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. We should...
Like, really close to us.
Well, like, next door or...
Nah, like...
Peninsula?
Without... I don't want to out where they live, but, it's like, you know the exit I get off at for work?
Yep.
It's right there.
Oh. Okay. All good.
Oh, say hello. Guys, so we have a very cute thing we're going to show you today. I'm very grateful for Matt for being here. Do you want to hear the stream for a little? I've just got music going. I don't have two headsets. I don't have a splitter. And I don't have speakers. Oh, rubber
okay.
That's what it sounds like. I'll try wear them here. And I'll try turn them up so we can hear alerts.
I think that countdown finished.
Oh, shoot. You have to go down, go this, click that one.
This one?
Yeah. Ta-da!
Yay!
Here we go! I'll be honest, I was going to come to Armageddon, but I forgot about it.
It happens.
I knew, that was vague, but I knew exactly what you meant. Right, Archon? I didn't want to say where you lived, but like, it was close enough.
I'm sorry.
He wore a nice shirt though, guys.
I ate them last night, so, you know.
Pasties. So I did work last night instead of streaming, which I was supposed to do, but whatever, it didn't happen. But I made little us in the corners. So you've got your little you asking for food. Why do you think your character's asking for food?
Probably because I'm always hungry.
Probably because you're always checking other people's fridges.
Yep.
Hi, Natalie.
Thanks for the compliments, Archon. I think this is a shirt I actually got in the Philippines like a whole bunch of years ago.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I obviously didn't wear it too much, so it's still like fairly alright.
Tilt the camera down? I feel like we're suddenly very short in the frame.
Yeah, you can try that.
You could try it. I dare you to try and knock down my... Oh, sure.
Perfect.
Text
exactly
flow.
the same.
No, yeah. Unfollowed, unsubbed. Cancelled on Twitter. Look, guys, he's not... nipples are illegal on the internet. We're not looking at his nipples, alright?
Hey, you know what? We can just like...
Oh, yeah. That's the noise from Scribble.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah.
Which I taught you how to play in lockdown. Mine didn't go up. Fix it, Matt. This is what big brothers are for. I don't think it goes
any more up than that.
I'm taller than you. Only if I don't slouch.
Yes.
Hence the pasties. We didn't buy pasties in time, guys. You unlocked the stream too quickly, so
Honestly,
your fault.
whenever anyone says that, I just think about, like a pastry on someone's chest, and I'm like, that could actually be like a good idea.
You're like,
Okay, let's change the
Cornish
subject
pasty.
real
ooh.
quick.
Actually, if they're male presenting, they're okay.
Okay.
God's above, that was dumb. Actually. Yeah, so today we're going to show you guys what we made. Did we look at what year that was made? What year did we make this?
I actually have no idea. I tried to be as completely...
Yeah, Matt didn't want to see any of it. So essentially, I read pasty. Just a Danish pastry over both nipples. Look, sign up to Matt's OnlyFans and we'll get you that image. We'll go to the Sunday market.
There's a niche market that would be really into that.
Really into Cornish pasties.
Yep.
God. Guys, this is supposed to be a cute nostalgia stream. You're making it weird. This is my brother. So yeah. Long time ago in Bethlehem, my brother moved away. He's the oldest. Not obviously. I mean, I'm not insulting you. Actually, you look ageless. You know you look ageless.
The grey hair is just hair dye that never washed out.
But you don't even have grey hair. You can't even... Oh, you do. But, like, you can't see it. You can't see it on screen. But, so we made... When Matt moved to go to university, which...
BLINGSPLORE.
Wait, well... Time to get BLINGSPLORE to make a piece. It looks like a donut.
That's a very clever idea.
See, we're still trying to decide what the other siblings' names are, because you're stuck. You're BROSPLORE now. And according to most people, there's a subgroup of people that call you by a different name, and I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Yep.
Sibling series, Samurai Blank! You're live right now. What are you doing here? I thought it was your grip. Yeah, insult him. Go on, we all tease him. Shirtless Splore, pasty Splore. No, Shapoopies specifically, which I'm shocked Shapoopies isn't here yet. But Shapoopies specifically calls him Nipsplore in text to me now. Nude Splore. No, I'm not. I'm dead. I mean, that's true. You are a vampire. So yes, Matt went to university. And that was a fun adventure in itself. Because remember, like, you were literally the first to move out of home.
Yeah.
And we all went to the airport and we were all doing the blub blubs, and Mum was like very traumatized. She was like, my baby. And then you went through the scanner and you remember what happened?
I don't remember what happened. I don't think anyone else.
No, I remember. I was there. I remember what happened. He was like, oh, sad. We're going to go towards the scanner now to go get on the plane. And then it goes beep, beep. And he goes, oh no. And he has to lift up his shirt and show his nipple piercing to the scanner.
I knew this was going to happen. I don't know why I signed up for this.
It kills me to this day. Not the beep beep. So yeah, that was great because it broke the tension though. We were all very sad, and then we all had a good laugh. And
I'm
you went on
glad
the
that
plane.
I brought joy to that moment.
Yeah, it was great. Because you literally moved to the other end of New Zealand as well.
Actually, I only just moved down the road because I was living on State Highway 1 in Invercargill, and we were living on State Highway 1 in Wellsford. So
I mean,
it's
that's
literally
true. It's just the same highway.
Just down the road.
Yeah, it was
1,000 or so kilometers.
Now, at any point, you're allowed to tell embarrassing stories back because I got so many for you.
Oh man, I'm not turning 21. Let's roll a document.
Okay. So yeah, he moves away, and before he moved away, me and him we'd been getting along. We've always gotten along, really. We're quite similar in a lot of ways. And so we decided to make a website because this is before like Facebook, really.
I think it was the Bebo era.
Yeah, this was
perhaps?
Bebo era.
Yeah.
So instead of having like a thing to talk to each other through, we made a website, and then we dedicated the website to our ideal game. Right?
Yep. So this would be just after Oblivion, I think.
Yeah.
So that sort of era.
And we loved video games, and Matt taught me how to love video games. Even if he also broke my heart about those video games when you clocked Barbie Horse Race and Ride without me, and you did it with your best friend in the middle of the night, and you were like, oh, I got to see the magical fall, and I was like, oh, Mum, he's traumatized me. So yeah, so today we found it. We actually found the website. It actually no longer exists. We managed to find screenshots of it, and I've copied all of the data into a slideshow for you guys today. So we thought we would go through the betrayal is real. It was very real. The trauma still affects me. So we thought we'd go through the slideshow and we'd talk through why we made some of the points we made and what games were influencing those decisions.
Yep. And also if like more current games have
if they actually tick those boxes.
Yeah.
Because this is, you got to realize, this is probably written
2004 or something like that.
When did you go to uni?
I don't know. I don't remember that far ago.
What age were you?
I remember yesterday. I was 19, I think. And if I was born in some year, then I will dox myself. You know, I will give off some personal information if I tell you exactly what year that was. So let's say probably like 2004 or something like that.
Okay.
2005.
So that's nearly 20 years ago.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah, it's 15, 20 years. Yeah,
I was like, oh. Yeah. Because I would have been like 10.
Okay, yeah, it's probably
that makes
closer
sense.
to 20. Yep.
That makes him 72.
That's
and grandpa
math.
age.
You math the crap out
BROSPLORE
of
is
that.
a guy who does not age. Yeah, Prodigious knows this. Prodigious has known him quite a long time.
Oh crap, it's actually been like a long time.
It has. It's been since 2016.
It's because of lockdown, and lockdown just sort of like went boop, boop, and now we're like here, and this whole thing just like nothing happened, so we don't really remember it, and now it's like 2 years later.
Honestly, so relatable, BROSPLORE. I can remember yesterday too. Matt is worse. Honestly, here's the worst. He will have a conversation with you where he walks in the room, says the first part of the sentence, walks away, comes back a half hour later, and then tries to continue the conversation. You're like, I missed the first. What are we talking about, Matt?
I had time to think about it and add extra information. Yes.
So like, here's some context that I've stewed over, and you're like, I forgot the first part. What are we talking about?
Why is League of Legends your favorite game?
Archon. Archon's one of the people who spotted Bexplore.
What is that?
Well, Bexplore doesn't play League of Legends. A person called Bexplore might though. So Archon's now convinced I play League of Legends.
I don't think I've actually ever played League of Legends, but I did play the one that was the character matchy one.
Yeah.
And you join the characters together to make them more powerful, and
you played that addictively with your mate.
Yeah. I got pretty heavily into that.
TFT?
Yes, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Team Fortress.
No.
Takeover
It's
town.
Teamfight Tactics. Yeah. Yep. And that went. And, I don't care. Yep. It was. The first part of it was actually pretty fun. But then they kept on changing the characters and stuff, and I lost all my skill with it, and so.
Yeah. Because you were doing well for a while.
Yep. I got it right. Very nice.
Such a fun. Oh, Archon's literally playing it right now. Archon, maybe you could teach him how to reuse the new characters. So. But okay, just for them to know, because they.
Oh yes, the level 3 Elise. Yes. Okay. All right.
They know some stuff about you from seeing you come and fix technical problems.
Yep.
But maybe what are some of your favorite games before we show them the website?
Okay.
What are some of your favorite games like
currently? I mean, Morrowind is also like always going to be the almost number one, because I don't think I could ever pick a number one. And then obviously that's like a nostalgia reason. What was I playing? I was playing Cyberpunk recently. I really enjoyed the story and the characters and that. And then
Stalker was one you were playing for ages.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for reminding me. Stalker, 100%. Stalker all the way. I'm gonna get some t-shirts printed with
Oh,
the Stalker armor.
And that's
Yeah.
one that's like based on Chernobyl? No? Am I wrong?
Yeah. So the basic premise of Stalker is Chernobyl happened and a lot of radiation, mutants and stuff. Yeah,
Damn.
There's a whole lot of similarity between Morrowind and Morrowind and Stalker in that
The
you're
mechanics
like
of-
a foreigner. There's a hostile environment. No one really likes you, and you just sort of have to figure your way out through the world. That's it's real fun. It's super immersive.
If
Yep.
you like spooky, because it is quite spooky.
Yeah, they're actually Stalker had some really terrifying moments. It's extremely atmospheric. Like you walk into the tunnel and there's like a fan is like slowly creaking and a light bulb and the graphics are not that great, but damn, something's gonna come and eat me. Yeah. Oh.
No.
Anyway. Yep.
No. Matt likes playing scary games. The other one that you addictively played for a while was Darkwood.
Darkwood was very. I never thought that a top-down game could be scary, but damn, was I on edge of my seat with that.
Yeah. I want to play it because I really like the idea of it, but I'm a chicken shit.
And what about Little Nightmares? That's kind of spooky, but it's not that bad. And
It's that bad.
No, it's not.
It's that bad.
I don't reckon.
I've watched Zombie Nomad play it. Zombie Nomad, who's just popped a lurk. Thank you for that. Zombie Nomad played it, and I was scared through the screen. I spoke for more spooky games on the chat. I mean, okay, one thing Matt does have, Get the Fuck Out, which is a video game. I'm not telling you guys to go anywhere. So we are gonna try and play that on stream soon because his old setup didn't like it. Did not like it.
Yeah, I needed an upgrade. I'm probably gonna need another upgrade pretty soon. But yeah,
and then I adopt your old parts.
Super buttery now.
Buttery.
Mhm.
Should we do the thing? Should we look at it?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm keen.
Okay. Close the Discord window down because I accidentally didn't realize that I did this where I put myself on the side away from the mouse, and then you gotta click Sib stream with stuff. Da-da-da! Hell yeah!
Yay!
If anyone mentions the notification in the corner of the screen, I will find you and I will cut you. No one talks about it. All right. So this was the name of the website. I don't know who can. I think you made it because you initially made it.
Yep.
And you called it Mind Waste Online. Mind Pasties Online. I mean, that's maybe a future endeavor. But yeah, so Matt made it initially, and then he roped me in because I'm an imaginative person and we liked the same games. No, shut up about it. No, I'm not doing it. I can't afford it. Maybe I can soon. Maybe I can. Do you want to say anything else about it?
No, we should just.
Okay.
I mean, it was a collection of ideas that we put together and decided this is something that makes the ideal game. Yeah.
Activate Windows MMO.
I feel like that would be a fun brainstorming session. Yeah, but anyway.
Yep. Where's France? What? Click down, and in theory, oh wait, no, if you click back on that screen.
Yeah.
In theory, boom. So I just wanted to show you this did exist. This is not something we just made up for the stream. I've blocked out our actual names, but then you can see like he had a little home page, and then we had like what the RPG would have in it. So I copied all the information out of it. It's existed. It's a thing. Yeah, we can just go to the next page. I just wanted to show like it was a thing. It happened between us. In 2004, it should be record. Okay, do you want to read because this is your voice?
Okay, sure thing. Wow, this is actually super interesting to me because I haven't actually read any of this yet.
No, Matt specifically was like, I do not want to see a single thing of this. I don't think the last time we looked at this was maybe 2018.
Yeah.
Because last time it was still like a working thing. And then this time I had to find it on Wayback Machine. It doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. Alright. I have a goal. I intend over the next few years to make a perfect RPG. I'm glad I didn't aim that high, you know, it seems realistic to me.
Yeah, perfect.
Oblivion was good. It was great, but not big enough and not realistic enough. The engine I will use is the free Ogre SDK. It's extremely powerful if you know what you're doing, which I don't yet. I still don't. Aspects I want to implement to get people drawing. Biggest map size ever.
Again, completely reasonable.
Yeah. Oblivion's map would maybe be 1% of mine and just a little bigger than the largest city in my game.
This is rattling on here
This
all
would
the
of
time.
course be procedurally generated. I don't know how to do that yet. I kind of know how to do that. Fire propagation, at least to a degree. Entire villages will be burnt to the ground.
I love how one of your things, like right away, you wanted to establish that I could kill everything. Like it was right at the
You
top
have
of
to
his
have
list.
environment. Oh, and then destructible environment. This may also mean digging with spades for treasure. Almost definitely the ability to cut down trees, break furniture. I'm describing Minecraft. Destroy houses if you have enough patience and no fire, and maybe make caves and cliff faces or any large expanse of rock throughout the map so they can be used as places to stay between villages. This will most likely only work if you can use magic, explained later.
Oh no, one of the texts has fallen off the end. Oh no, we've missed that sentence. I don't know what it is.
Waves. Real waves that break and wash up on the sand. This alone will put my game ahead of everything else. Okay.
So there's a lot of interesting stuff in here. One, your ego.
Yeah.
You were very ambitious. What is Ogre SDK?
It is.
Is it still a thing?
I believe Ogre still is an engine. Open, if you know Open Morrowind, the Open MW engine,
Oh yeah.
they originally wrote that in Ogre, and they moved that over to Open Scene Graph, which is better. So yeah, but yeah, like Ogre was, I did use that for a little bit. It's very, very low level. Unity is so much easier. But anyway.
But it was free.
Yeah.
What?
Can't drag it down. What does that sentence say?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's okay. I tried to. Because I was trying not to read it.
Yeah.
When I was putting this together. Because I tried to like make the text go around our little characters and stuff, but I was trying really hard not to actively read this because I wanted to go through it. But I knew that Oblivion would be mentioned a lot.
Yep.
Because it was I think the game that started our interests in RPG. Well, actually, you say Morrowind.
Yeah.
But for me, it was Oblivion. But Oblivion had something very unique when it came out, where it was so polished for its time, and so big. Whereas Morrowind still felt like it was good for its time, and it was huge,
Yep.
but it didn't have that same like finish to it. I don't think.
Yep. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
There was a certain extra level of realism or something, or polish.
We'll definitely have a pasties DLC. It'll be a little Cornish pasty man wearing Cornish pasties, selling pasties. Okay, I hear the word procedural generation thrown out a lot.
Yeah.
Define it in layman's terms for me, the dumbass.
You basically have a series of. Okay, so let's talk about a mathematical function, which is a box.
Man.
And
okay, that's good.
so we have a box, and you have one thing, and you put it in the box. You don't have to know what the box does, and the box will spit out something else. You put the same thing in, it'll put out exactly the same thing. You can put in different things, and different things will come out. That's an algorithm or a function, and basically with the procedural generation, you write some code that will do some things. And you have the seed, you know, like your Minecraft seed.
Yeah.
And every time you put that Minecraft seed in the box, the same thing will come out. It's all because it goes through the same filtering mechanisms, etc.
Yeah.
And then it will generate the world. I mean, I couldn't, I don't want to go into too much detail because it's pretty like heavy for a stream. And also, I wouldn't say that I'm the best at it. But it's basically if this, then you should do this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, do this. And then.
Right.
With enough of those, you can generate very complex things.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. But you didn't know how to do that at the time?
No.
Because you've been trying to make a ring world
Yeah. Yep.
for a while. Like, I come into your room and you're just working on this big circle and trying to make it, like, roll, do gravity.
Yeah, the gravity thing is a little bit hard in a cylindrical world, yeah. Should probably get back into that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Guys, would you beta test Ring World? We'd have to come up with a good name for it. Pasties. I'm feeding into it now. I need to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But-
I do think there's big games, way bigger than Oblivion now.
Yes, 100%.
But it's quite interesting. The games that are bigger than Oblivion doesn't necessarily mean they're better than Oblivion.
Yeah.
That's I don't even think Skyrim was really that much bigger. Skyrim to me felt smaller than Oblivion.
It might actually be a little bit smaller, but I think Skyrim had less variation.
Look, Purdy will beta test for you. I'm an
Cool.
alpha, not a beta. Oh, shit, babies. If I could have a pasties alpha in game. Yeah, well, it'll be like for BROSPLORE subscribers only. You get a pasties outfit in Ring World. Okay, the fire thing.
Far Cry 2. Far Cry 2 did it. Minecraft does it.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually in games. And for the destructible environment, I can't believe how much that mirrors Minecraft. Like, it's like, that's a description of Minecraft.
And we wrote this before Minecraft.
Yep.
Long time before Minecraft.
Yep. In fact, the ony thing that I can see that it isn't in games is the waves.
No, I would disagree with you.
I've seen where?
Sea of Thieves.
No, that's 100%. That's waves, but it's not real waves that break up and wash on the sand. You know, like there's a difference between emulating water that goes up and down, and a physical force of, you know, and that pushes up.
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
you when you're walking into the ocean, the water just doesn't go up and down. It actually pushes you back, and
has that weight behind.
tides,
I mean,
yeah.
that's true actually. If I think of Sea of Thieves, like I've played a lot of it at this point, it doesn't feel like the waves are dragging you in any particular direction.
It's
You're not getting thrown around.
Yep.
I'm really trying to think if there is a game that does waves, and I know that from memory, one of our points later on in this thing was that we wanted tides to be determined by the moon.
Yep. Yeah.
Which was not. I don't think that's ever existed. Out here taking particle
Shapoopies.
oscillation and my teeny tiny brain cannot. Shapoopies is my work friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah, let's go. Possibly.
Okay, that's
this
good.
is when we're starting to make like.
Yep. A living world with slowly expanding towns while some are abandoned, large-scale wars with diplomacy and patriotism, and a maybe ability to create your own content, okay? Like designing a house when you have enough money, possibly designing weapons and armor, although it will not be an essential part of gameplay for those who can't be bothered. Okay? Epic quests taking hours to complete involving traveling to faraway locations, diverse and unique cultures and buildings in different districts. After playing it for a few months, there will still be a large portion of the map that is unexplored. Every new place you find will make you want to explore more. Caters to most playing styles, could be a life simulator, very deep and long-lived. I guess you could use it just for sightseeing, earning enough money to buy a horse or stealing one and going off on adventures.
Are you starting to see my influence in this now?
No universal guard mind controlling them all. Steal in one town and the next town doesn't know about it. Hidden leveling.
This is so interesting.
Yeah. Hidden leveling. Skills are increased by using them. Everyone starts out a blank unskilled character and the player chooses their class and specialties simply by using the weapons they want to use. So
there's just something about horses. Build a house like Sims or build a house like Minecraft. I mean, it's all of those. Even Skyrim, right, has a whole DLC about building your own house.
What about Fallout?
Oh yeah,
4?
Yeah, had like a homestead
full-on
thing.
base building.
Yeah, and you could actually build the town around you too. I don't think other people. I don't know. Maybe other people would move in. This game sounds fun. I would beta. Right? Me and we just need to go into like making game business. But it's interesting how many games, like at the time, we were making these ideas with the thing knowing that not many games did this, or no games did this. And now it's like, whoa, there's a few games that do this now.
There's
Were people reading our cheat sheet?
Yeah.
The no universal guard mind control. I mean, even
Actually,
like,
that was in Daggerfall. So, yeah.
that's true. Daggerfall actually was and Daggerfall even had like a banking system where you could take out mortgages, which they've put back into Starfield, guys, which is really interesting to me that they've decided to make that move. If I mentioned Skyrim and house building in the same sentence, her third DLC was a joke. Apparently it's better now. I've never used it, so I can't really speak to it anyway. But same. I do know that it existed. You know what I mean? It's like it's a thing that happened. But there's just a couple of these points that are like, oh, I can see that in The Witcher. I can see that. Like, I feel like in The Witcher, isn't there slowly expanding towns? Like when people move to them after like crisis or whatever. Toss a coin to your Witcher. The only part of Hearthfire I use is the initial cabin is hunting lodges. Ah. That's what Proudspire is for? Is that a mod? Because you're mod king, Cassin. Even the Universal Guard mind control, they tried to bring that into Skyrim. Or like even Oblivion, I guess, to some degree. They were like, different districts will not like you. But it was still like all of the guards felt the same was the issue. Yeah.
Yeah, it was sort of emulating the world as a whole rather than individual towns having their own sort of, dynamic systems.
I mean, even like if you think of like Cyberpunk, all of the cops are still cops. You know what I mean?
It's just like in GTA,
Yeah, they're just like, there's no, some cops you might get away with things, other cops you might not.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And you could kill 1 million cops in the game and the population would never decrease, you know? Like,
yeah,
you could just,
like the cops would keep enlisting.
Yeah. Yeah, we're fighting this guy for days and bodies are piling up, still can't kill him.
Can you actually kill all of the cops and like...
They spawn.
They just
according
respawn.
To rules, yeah. Yep.
That's so funny. I mean, because that's part of in their eyes, that's part of the challenge of the game is that you're getting hunted by society or...
Yep.
But like, we wanted our game to be like, no, you are in control of the narrative completely.
Yep. Yeah.
Rather than Imperial and unwitting Thelmore Born. The hidden leveling is interesting because there is games that kind of do it, but then also like so many games just lean into the idea of leveling. You know what I mean? Like
I think that's something that defines RPGs there when you've got like little numbers and you're choosing between like how to allocate skill points. But there is something very, I don't know. I would like to see if it turned out to be annoying or turned out to be, fulfilling to not know. To not know where your skills are and develop them over time.
Stanley Parable. Why Stanley Parable? Why are we mentioning open world like Minecraft and dynamics like Elder Scrolls? Why Stanley Parable? I want to know what part of Stanley Parable you're pulling from.
Yeah.
Because there's not a narrator of your life. You just play it. Max out endurance to tame all the horses.
Yep.
That's a Breath of the Wild joke. I do, because you've even modded Minecraft to the point where like you don't see anything and you're just starving and cold in the wilderness because you don't want to know. You're like, I just want it to be natural, immersive. I think this is the thing with RPGs though, right? Because you're playing an RPG that either lose yourself in the game or you're playing an RPG to like make an ideal. I mean, you can do all of those things. But like make the best version, if that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah.
You control the narrative? I don't know, but Stanley Parable is still a linear game. Stanley Parable open world like MC. I mean, Stanley Parable is mostly puzzle solving though, right? Like trying to find all the endings.
I haven't played it yet. It's on my wish list. I
You
know
should
it's really
totally
good.
play it. I
It'd be
feel
a
like you
game
would
that I
like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Next.
Let's have a look.
Do you want me to read?
Yeah, sure. Let's see.
A deep and unique magic system based upon Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series. Damn.
Guess what I was reading?
Guess what we were reading? I think I had read like probably the first book 2 times at that point. Tens of thousands of NPCs living in the game world, spread out across camps, villages, towns, big towns, small cities, and a few big cities. Okay, so sorry, I was like confused by the cities twice, but it's small cities and then a big city.
Yep.
A huge, diverse world full of unique locations. Map will be, at least in spirit, based on the map from Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series. I don't think we would be allowed to do that. But I like the idea, you know, we're trying to make an interesting locale. Okay, this is when you really start seeing me influencing the work here.
Yep.
Mounts will include horses, ponies with optional wagons, camels, huskies pulling sledges, elephants, and oxen. Boats and canoes will also be available. Another unique part about these mounts is the equipment used for them. Each mount's gear will need to be attended to and cared for, as will the mounts. This will make you think and consider a life on foot instead of using mounts, to give it more of a realistic feel. All mounts must be tethered when not in use, or stabled, otherwise you may lose them if you decide to wander, or to street rats trying to steal them. Das is copyright. Yeah, I see a lot more bigs in that paragraph. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
But
for
I
sure.
still think there's not many games that do that.
No.
Where the actual, like, I don't think I've ever seen a game where you have to care for the equipment of the animal.
Yep.
Other than like horse.
What about
games.
Red Dead?
No, the saddles are just on the horse. There's never. You can take the saddle off the horse, but there isn't like a using leather soap to like maintain the saddle, or
Yep.
you know, like there's none of that stuff. And so that's still not in games. As far as I play a lot of horse games, and it's still not a thing. There's also not often the option for ponies and wagons.
Yeah.
Like
I
smaller.
would really like to be able to pack your wagon and then go to the next place or whatever.
Yeah, and then
That
set
would
up
be
camp
so
from
cool.
your wagon.
Yeah,
That would be so
awesome.
good. I mean, like, Elder Scrolls Online has a wide variety of, like, mounts. Same with Final Fantasy Online. You know, like, all of that. A lot of these things have options for different kinds of mounts, but they don't go that next step of, like, stabling or taking care. I mean, you can have stables, but it's mostly, like, an aesthetic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or a collect them all thing, which they only let me collect 4 in Red Dead, and I'm still mad about it. That's interesting.
Oh wow, yeah, we forgot to mention donkeys, didn't we?
We did.
We're not
Did we skip
prejudiced against donkeys, though.
It's the donkey erasure. That's so funny. In most other RPGs, the underground part of the social economy are hidden from view unless you are an invited member. Our RPG will be much more open. The street scum will do horrible things right in front of you, and it will be your choice to stop them. They can steal your horse, break into your home, mug you in your sleep, and so on. But they won't just do it to you, they will do it to others while you walk the streets. I am unsure how this will be done, but I believe it is necessary as it will give the feeling of insecurity and will cause you to be more vigilant.
It's still, I haven't seen it
I
happen.
haven't seen it. There's always the cutscene ones where it's like, oh no, Lucien LeChance is here to tell me I'm a murderer.
Mhm.
Or like, I'm sure there's like cutscene ones in games like Thief. Or,
Yep.
Because I haven't played a heck of a lot of Thief. I want to play that game. But like, there's not, it's street scum. It's
Mhm.
the street scum for me. Are you ever safe? No, but that's
I
the
think
point. Like,
yeah, the
you
idea
have
was,
to get further in the game to be able to afford the safer places,
Yeah.
right?
and like, it's not like you'd definitely be mugged. There's just a chance, you know, just like if you went out, you know, in the city here and you went and had a sleep
Yeah.
at night, maybe someone's gonna
And this
steal
is
your
like
wallet.
where you might want to train your character to be more perceptive, because then they might wake up if they hear someone rustling in their bag. Or like,
Yeah.
you might, if you drink alcohol in the game, you lose that perception buff. So people
That's
will
a
more.
good idea.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a really
cool.
good
We
idea.
should actually keep writing these ideas down.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm recording this.
Yeah, but there needs to be like a a having fun bonus, and the having fun bonus goes up when you drink alcohol, but your perception goes down or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like other things, your charisma like jumps up
Oh,
or something.
yeah. That would work. Yep.
But not
Until a
everyone
certain
wants
point when it
tanks
real
like
bad.
really bad. So you're like, I want to keep it in the middle. Where I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm still like able to talk up the situation. Damn. Lucky
Yes.
for you, we're recording. Yeah, we're recording it all.
That's good. We can refer back.
That's such an interesting thing though, because yeah, like games don't do this. Like even in games like GTA, which have a crime syndicate, like which have problems, don't like, you're fine, you're safe. I mean, that's because you are a middle-aged white man in a house, though.
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I don't see like you're driving along the road. You might steal cars, but you don't see other people stealing cars. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are some like there's a mod for Cyberpunk that adds in random encounters like that where you'll just like turn a corner and then there'll be people dynamically, not built into the game, where they're just shooting each other and
Yeah.
like, oh.
Admittedly,
Turn around.
Cyberpunk has those kind of moments where you do stumble upon things happening.
Yep.
Even without the mod. But even then, it's like, it'll alert you as like a ping on the map.
Yep.
Like,
yeah,
someone's in a kerfuffle over here. What was the game? There's a game that I was looking at the other day and was thinking about playing. I don't know, I was watching a video about like what happened to it because it didn't do as well when it released as people thought it would. And it's something about joy as like a medicine, and then everyone in the town is like all joyful and then like wearing these painted faces of like, I'm happy, and then some people don't take it, so they're downers, and then they have to live outside and so there was stuff in that game that looked like it would lean into the sort of like there's the bad group of things happening, but I feel like it was still pretty structured narratively. I have to remember the name of this freaking game.
Yeah, if you can remember the art style.
Oh, I remember the art style. It's very like long-limbed people with like clown makeup on, essentially.
Oh, I think
do you know what I mean? It was on sale.
Is there a policeman with it? Like
probably. There was like police with like masks on that were like.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know the game, right? It was on sale the other day, and I really thought about getting it because it was like. But that would be the only one where I feel like you do see that underbelly is like quite active in the game.
Yep. Yeah.
Underbelly. But even in games like Witcher, you don't have people getting like, there's stuff happening, but it's always story based. It's not just like a random thing. Peach in a teacup. Hi sis, how are you? Everyone, Mia, who did all the art for this channel, was here. Mia, look, I used your collage as a metaphor.
We have a view.
Oh,
that's
thank
it.
you.
100%. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. That looks like an interesting game. I kind of want to play it just to analyze it for these kind of things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just got back from Bunnings. Oh, did you have fun at Bunnings? Okay, oh no, we didn't read the last one.
Oh, right.
There will be fast travel where you get in a carriage and can look out the windows as you travel. You can choose to sleep until you get there. It will only be available between closest towns though. Likewise, there will be few quests that stretch beyond 3 towns. Once you earn enough money, you can request to have escorts take you between villages. Okay. This is nearly a thing.
Yeah, almost.
Like, parts of it are a thing. There's a mod that you showed me for Skyrim that essentially did the first 2 things.
Yep. Yeah, we can get people to, and you sit in the carriage.
But again, that wasn't built into the game. That was a mod.
Yep. And I think that would just add so much to it. You can't just go pudding. You actually have to go, okay, I have to go to this town, and you have to get out, find the next person you can sit in their carriage, and they'll take you to the next town. And it's, it's not like, it's like fast travel, but you still get to experience the size of the world.
Yeah. I mean, Daggerfall took forever to get anywhere. It was a huge game.
Yep.
And you just had to
use fast travel.
You had to fast travel because it was too big.
Yeah, I can remember trying to go between towns, or like I'd just be running with the game on 10 times speed, and Hill, 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 graveyard, hill, town. Oh, man. Yep.
So there is an argument about it being like, is it too big for that? But then I still think, isn't it? Because then you're stuck in that first kind of area, building your character, making them who they are.
Yeah.
And then you have the ability to move between zones. It's not that it's not like you could just run away and go into those different areas, but it means that you kind of are like instinctually going to stay around there until you earn the reputation or the money or whatever to move out.
That's it reminds me very much of Pokemon that didn't do it, as in you had to get a Pokemon with cut to get through the bush.
Yeah.
And then Gothic, which you could basically go anywhere in the world, except that the further you got out, the stronger the monsters were, and so you'd die really, really easily.
Yeah, real.
And so that had like a soft block.
Thank you for the lyric icon. We happy few from Shakespeare. Shapoopies, the game is based in England, and it's got like a very British aesthetic to it, so
Really?
I'm not surprised it's kind of like Shakespeare connected. Yeah. It's a very British. This is really fascinating to me how our brains worked back then and how much games have actually fallen in line with some of these values and not in other places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Tens of thousands of NPCs living in the game world. I feel like we're gonna have more of those numbers in Elder Scrolls 6 when it actually happens.
Yeah, it's the scripting, the jobs and stuff.
We still have to watch Starfield.
Oh yeah.
No, so we remember.
Well, let's get
Carry
to the next
on.
slide.
Okay, this one is a little bit textually weird. I couldn't fix it, so just cope. In a game, the game has a story that progresses whether you take part or not. In Oblivion, the game progressed as you completed main quests. In my game, the world changes. In my game, excuse you?
Our game.
The world changes and evolves whether you take part or not. It may not even affect you if you choose to live as, say, a hunter or monk. See, I like that element of choice. Like, we don't have to be the main hero.
Yeah, the X3 did that, or maybe the X games in general, where the story will happen and you can be there or you can miss it. Yeah.
Hi, Quinesta! Hello, love. How's work? Atmosphere is extremely important. It will sound like it's raining inside buildings. There is games that do that now.
Yep.
Inns will have
That's pretty normal,
entertainment
actually.
like bards, etc. That's also in games
Witcher,
now.
Yep.
It will feel like you are part of the world, not like you are part of a game meant to feel like you are part of the world. The thing with The Witcher, though, is that it's not your own character. Like, you're still role-playing as Geralt, I guess. But I feel like
different kind of RPG,
we wanted to be like, you are your own person in this world.
Yep.
Follow Quinesta, I'll eat your kneecaps. Good idea. Yeah, Quinesta's very big on that, even with D&D. Like, things will happen in his world, whether we take part or not.
Yeah. I think that's really cool. Especially when you just miss something really important, you're like, damn!
Yeah.
Like...
and you just didn't put two and two together. And
yeah.
Like, fuck! It's quite interesting how many of these points are, like, basically what we want in D&D.
Yeah.
But we just wanted it in a video game, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
Quinesta, just to explain for anyone who is popping in and doesn't know what's happening, me and Matt, this is my BROSPLORE. We are talking through a website we made in like early 2000s about our ideal video game and what needed to be in it. And we wrote down this huge fucking list. So we're just going through it.
How many more slides do we have?
I think there's like three more after this.
Cool.
But yeah, so we're just talking through what would be an ideal game and what points of these have actually made it into games at this point, because it was written so long ago. We really should write a game. We should write a game.
Yep, I agree.
Children, this is still a thing that doesn't fucking happen enough in games. I don't know if any games have kids in it other than Fable.
Sims.
Okay.
Kind of.
And those ones are just annoying. There's also no in between ages. Yeah. That's the thing that annoys me too, is there's not like an actual decent aging system. And even The Sims, you went from baby to child to like young adult or something
Yep.
in the first couple Sims, and then they added in toddler as a phase, and then they added in tween. You know,
yeah.
like, so there's actually like a change of ages, but like most games don't have that. You're either a child or you're an adult.
Yeah.
So which, I don't know. Speaking of The Sims.
Yeah. I've been listening.
Hope everyone is doing well and having a fantastic time. I'm having fun, Quinn. Hi, Dane. Dane's still here. I still owe Perda Rags to Riches. I should actually keep playing Rags to Riches. How long are you going to be live? I don't know. I said to...
maybe 1 more hour?
Yeah, one
Cut
more
it off
hour
at 3
with
o'clock?
BROSPLORE, and then I might carry on and do something.
Cool.
But BROSPLORE is a dad and needs to do stuff. So I said 2 hours, and he was like, okay.
Mostly, I gotta eat, you know.
We can bring snacks. We can
That's
snack.
right. Okay.
So yeah, children is still an issue in games to this day for me.
Yep.
There's actually just no... Like GTA, no kids. Witcher, there are some
why,
children. Yeah, I understand
it's
it's quite
like-
hard to make the model different and whatever.
No, it's more like you can't have a children killing simulator. But it's like...
You're right. But it's still, I feel like...
Can we...
Normalize kids. Normalize children in the narrative. BROSPLORE?
Mm-hmm.
What, BROSPLORE later? I could maybe do boats today. I don't know. I might play... Maybe I'll play Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Great title, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Okay, in the overarching story, nations that were previously at war or distrusted each other will unite against an invading army. This is interesting because we were trying to come up with like what it would be. Guess who did that? Skyrim. There was like parts of the, you know, like all of the different districts in Skyrim were like, okay, let's band together and figure out this issue. And you basically had to convince people to either join the Stormcloaks or join the Imperials, right?
Yep.
That's essentially what it was. So like it's quite, I don't know. We could still do that, definitely. It's interesting to see games like online games that are kind of roleplay-esque, I guess. Like New World.
Yep.
Where they could actively tax people who were not of their clan in the city. And like you had different tax rates. And then as you defeated groups, you could take over their townships. And then whole maps would turn green, you know, because it was like green, purple, or yellow were like the different factions. And then
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
it does sound really cool, except it was made by Amazon, so it's already tanked. It's really interesting, New World. I kind of want to play it again just to see how different it is, because when I was playing it, there was like thousands of people trying to get on these servers at the same time.
Yep.
And now it's like servers of like 12.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
I like game mechanics where the armor and weapons rust, so you have to use them and actively look for better weapons to replace them or repair them. Yeah.
Yeah, that annoyed me at
It's
first
kind
about
of
Breath
a
of the
pain,
Wild.
But it does... You do learn to look after your equipment. I would say as long as there's a way that if you do X things, your equipment will stay in, 95 to 100% condition all the time, but it will degrade when you neglect it.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm like. Can't we do that for like weaponry and armor and your mounts gear? Like if it's multiple things.
Yep.
But I mean, a lot of games do the food degrading now. You know, like food goes bad.
Yep.
It's not just bread forever. It's now moldy bread. Like, so there is the ability to make things age or have like a certain lifespan on a thing before it moves into a new phase. I just think that's the one thing with Breath of the Wild that I get really annoyed about is that I just lose the weapons that are really cute. Not because they're good, but just because they're cute. Like I had a shield with a rabbit on it.
Cool.
I'm really sad about it. It's gone now. But yeah, like I still think it's important to have those rusting. But it's like, I don't think Breath of the Wild did it. I don't know. Maybe I haven't learned how to repair things yet.
Yep.
Jobs will be available, but at this stage, I'm unsure about any except being able to join the army and your usual quest jobs. Later thoughts. Oh, so this is us. We wrote that, and then we're like, okay, let's elaborate on it.
Yep.
Now that we've thought about it. Fishermen must bring in so much quota per season. You could do that in New World. hunter, collecting meat produce for markets and private inns and so on. I mean, you can do that as well, but it's not like, I think we could, yeah, it could be better. It could be more elaborate. Spit and polish the tools to keep them around longer. Sharpen them or take them to a blacksmith to repair. Yes,
Yep.
Chipoopies.
Yes.
Personal guard lasting longer than one quest. Yeah, I think I liked the idea of being a personal guard, and then stuff would happen to the merchant that you were working for. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And you had to deal with it.
Yeah, so you could play a mercenary type character.
Yeah.
That's another example of the story is happening,
Whether
and you're
you-
just yeah. Like if you don't clean the blood off the swords, they degrade faster. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Chipoopies,
Like
keep talking.
there should
I
be
mean, this is like
there should be
this is
those sort
our-
of things that just add to it. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the whole point. We're talking about like what isn't our best idea of a game, you know?
I think it brings that realism to the in-game object where you're like, I actually care about this thing in a physical
yeah.
sense. Like not just in a that's my favorite sword. It's like a
Yeah, you're like,
I gotta actually take
this
care
is
of that.
my baby.
Okay, a teacher as a scholar or weapons master may involve sourcing objects such as books and manuscripts to further students' learning.
I do
don't
like
think-
that idea.
I don't think you can be a teacher in any game. Like you're always the learner, right?
That's so true, though. You could go to people and be like, I want to improve my speechcraft skill, or like, but you can't become like someone comes to you randomly, like a kid comes to you in the street and they're, I heard you're really good with the bow. Can you teach me? And like, you actually go
yep.
about teaching them somehow.
That would be awesome.
That would be really cool.
Politics, since this game is supposed to develop around you, why not give yourself a grand opportunity to decide the fate of an entire town? And then trade route master. Probably could use some developing, but
Yeah, it was very vague.
I feel like though, yeah,
You are the quest giver, right?
yeah, that would
Stretch,
be awesome.
Your son tells you to.
Brrr.
Purr.
Ah.
Oh God!
Oh,
Oh, you're
man.
clicking right next to the mic. That was horrific.
Crack. Okay.
I like this idea though, and I think that we could come up with a lot more of them now because we, you know, would be able to like actually understand the scope of the game and be like,
being actually able to understand what is a doable thing and what is a
yeah,
not doable
what
thing.
is a not doable thing?
There was actually an RPG that was being developed. People had those like real high.
I haven't finished my cards really, but I'm gonna carry it on.
There was it was like Elysia or something, and you know they were getting funding for it, and they had these massive like you can do all of the everything, and then it didn't happen.
It is
So
quite interesting.
You do have to be really smart with your scope.
Yeah.
Birds. How hard would it have been to have really simple, even 2D sprite birds in Oblivion?
I love this.
You can
This-
hear
I
them,
think
but
we-
where the heck are they?
I think this was you that wrote this.
Yep.
And you were so like, I don't understand why you didn't put the effort in. Like, it was so...
All you have to do is have some 2D shape really high in the sky. Oh yeah, that's the eagle that went.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love, so Poopy's like, what if you teach a kid archery and they come back later in the game and they save you?
So that would be awesome.
That would be
but
so cool.
that being a dynamic thing would, and not a scripted thing, would feel so actually amazing.
It would feel
Like,
so incredible.
whoa.
That,
Yeah,
and like,
suppose
if
it
you're
would
building
happen.
a game like this where you're trying to include all these little things that are just happening, right? And then
Yeah.
accidentally you do one of the little things and
Yep.
it saved the kid, and it actually does open up this whole other plot line where it's like, you know, the kid takes archery, you know, seriously, and they become the huntsman of their town, and then
Yep.
their mother was killed in an accident, and so now they're like they're become a mercenary, and you meet them on the road, like protecting a carriage, and they're like, oh, you're the guy who taught me, and now I'm here. Like, I don't know, that would be so fucking cool.
It's a I think it's emergent gameplay is what I think I was trying to go for.
Yeah.
You know, where you're like in playing Far Cry or something, you throw a grenade and it blows up the barrels over there, and so everyone like runs away from it, and like right where you've got the remote control bombs, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
doing
yeah.
that sort of thing where like it's not a scripted thing, and you're actually pushing the world in
Yeah,
the ways
yeah.
that you want.
Nudging
Or like,
it.
but like it could happen randomly. Like
Yeah.
something could just be in the wrong place at the wrong time and totally, you know, like you're trying to do some follow a quest and a dragon comes down in Skyrim or something. You're like, oh crap! Like,
yeah.
yeah.
That thing of chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
A broad range of wildlife. The world will be alive, not just wolves, deers, bears, pigs, and crabs. That's us being like, Oblivion, we love you, but it's not good enough.
Realistic thievery system. No one will care if you steal insignificant items. I think like I had stolen a pillow or something, and the guards killed me for it. So
yeah.
But if you steal something of significance, posters could appear in the town for reward money for information on the whereabouts of the item. This way, you could try fraud to gain the reward money. But if you were sighted at the scene, wanted posters could appear with information wanted on your whereabouts.
See, the wanted posters things happen, I feel like, in games.
Yeah.
But the idea of someone being like, my thing is missing, hasn't appeared in games.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Not all animals will attack or run from you. Say you're in a very dense bush. Some of the animals might not have seen something like you before, so rather than fleeing in terror, they would be cautious and curious of you, making the game
look,
more
there's some
believable.
spelling mistakes.
Yeah, that was... Yep.
This is probably my point, actually, because I was young at the time of writing this. I like that idea, though. And you see it, it's quite interesting. They always use it as a thing in trailers for games, where like the deer stops and looks at you for a second. You know what I mean? Like it's always in the trailer where it's like, you're the chosen one. And then they walk away and it's like a magical moment. And then you wake up and it's like a dream or something. And it's like, it's not even like actually part of the game. But I don't know. It would be interesting to just have more thought put into how animals act. I do feel like that is 100%, they took that time with Red Dead Redemption. They really tried to make the animals act in certain ways, and like, birds are skittish and flight animals, and they will flap and they'll run away around and stuff. But like at the same time, I guess because that world wasn't so big that animals might not have seen a human, they didn't have that like cautious observing thing.
I want to feed deer like they do in that one park in Japan. Put Deer Park in your game. Yeah.
Okay, Deer Park's in the game.
Cool.
It's run by a person called Sheepoo. Sheepoo runs the Deer Park for Shipoopies. All right. Realistic AI based on line of sight and earshot and self-preservation.
That's pretty common.
Yeah,
actually.
it's pretty common
in
now.
In fact, that was in Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, yes. Line of sight is definitely a thing now. A lot of games play with the idea that characters might hear you now.
Yep.
So you bump something, it clatters, it makes a noise, and then they're going, huh? Who's there? And like, yeah. But people give up looking so easy in those games.
Seasons, that's actually in games already. You can get mods for Minecraft
true.
that do that. Even
I don't think
Oblivion.
it's in a lot of games, but it is in games now.
I'm sure The Witcher does it. No, wait, maybe I'm getting confused with something else. Wait, isn't there like...
Sheepoop. I don't know. Are seasons... Does anyone here can think of a game that has seasons? This next point, there should be title sequence that follows the moon's patterns. This would give the sense of passing time that we feel is necessary for the game. The tide will go out and in to extend the land and reduce it, which is, I don't think games do that yet.
No, they don't.
There's not, they'll have like things lapping on the shore, but not properly, like you say. But it won't have that,
that huge, like, oh, the tide's out. Suddenly there's all this area I can walk on.
I feel like this point specifically, we hit on a lot because we grew up next to the beach.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we grew up, and like, the beach that we grew up on, the tide would go out, and it would go out for miles.
And it would be an extra, like 20 square kilometers you could walk around on. Like, yeah.
Very squidgy, but it was, like, suddenly a lot of, like, mud flats. And then it would all, like, come in again. So I think because we grew up with that, seeing that huge tidal difference and being on boats, we went on the boat a lot with Dad. So it's sort of like, we want to see it in games. Why doesn't it exist? But I feel like some people, like, who've never seen the ocean before, because there's, like, people in my chat who live in the middle of America, like, they've not gone to the ocean.
That just blows my mind.
I know, right? It's so wild for
Yeah.
Kiwis to think, but like, they you know, would go, wow, the waves look really real. This is what boats feel like.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, not quite. Imagine your character being like, or like someone on the boat with you being like, we need to get back in an hour or the tide will be out.
Oh, and then you could
And
get
you're
stranded,
stuck
and then you're like,
in the
crap.
mud.
Now you have to wait like the whole day or something.
Yeah, like
for...
on the boat, or you have
Yeah.
to crawl across the mud to get to shore.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be so good?
It would
Sense
be
of
great when
urgency.
that didn't happen to you.
That's right. Animal Crossing does have seasons. You're right.
And
Right,
Stardew Valley Medieval Dynasty.
Story of Seasons all have seasons. This is true. Hi, nerd. How's it going? This is BROSPLORE.
Hola.
But yeah, I feel like wouldn't that just be? I've definitely seen places in The Witcher where the tide feels like it's out, but it's never coming in. Do you know what I mean? Like
yep.
but it has that look like it's out. But I'd love the idea of being on a boat and someone being like, tide's coming in.
Gotta get moving. Cool.
Rivers will be important. I don't know why it's written in all caps.
Because I still feel the same way. Probably. Let's read it. They won't just look like mud rivers. There will be pebble and stone streams, bog waters, and so on. Rivers and streams will be an opportunity to refill your decanter. I think that's pretty...
That's common now.
Yeah, since eating and drinking will be optionally a vital part of your character's survival, refilling your decanter at any clean water outlet. That's what's the out is the game that you may play, like Outward.
Oh yeah.
Would make the game feel more real. Another thing you can do at a stream is clean your blades and armor.
Yeah, I agree that there's a lot of games that do this with water now, where they say this is a standing water. It's like you pick it up and it will say murky water or something, and you have to boil it off to make it clean. So there is that element, but I don't. I feel like some games do it where the rivers feel like they're actually changing the landscape to some degree, or like have changed for a long period of time. I know there's one place in The Witcher where there's like a tiny bridge and you go over it and there's like this creek in the middle, and it's like you can see that the walls of the area have just like kind of slipped away over time, and now it's like really far below you, even though it's only a trickle. So there's like that where you have that understanding, but then there's other games that just like, there's a fucking river, like, you know, and it's often with the procedural generation. So it would be hard for us to do that with procedural generation, to be like,
what you have to do is make the map as it is, and then run several iterations that do like rain and rivers and stuff, carving it out to make them get the map to develop into the, you know, it's worn sort of state. Yeah.
But I don't know. The more I read this, I'm like, I don't know if it would be a procedurally generated game. I think it would be a narrative-based work.
Yeah.
Especially if we're saying like, oh, it's stuck. It's like in a map. I don't know. Maybe parts?
There's two things. One, procedural generation is hard to do, but you can do a lot with it.
You get cholera.
Yeah. Can you get disease? Oh, like there is diseases that you can get in Morrowind and Oblivion and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so you can get diseases definitely.
So absolutely no. Just to give you some context, this is Sibling Series EP 1. This is BROSPLORE. What we're doing currently is reading through a list of things that we wanted in our ideal video game, and we wrote this in like early 2000s, before so many of the games we're talking about came out. Like basically, we played Oblivion and Morrowind, and Fable, because Fable was mentioned as well. So there's like, we talk about some games, but then we say what we want in a game, and we're currently just saying, are these things in video games yet, or would this still be a unique thing to put in a video game? Definitely Waterborne. Yeah. We also will have a wider range of sea life, which unfortunately was lacking in other RPGs. Still feel like sea life is really bad.
Yeah.
But the only time sea life is good
in,
if it's a game like dedicated to oceans, like Subnautica.
Yeah, Subnautica.
But that's not even
was
real
pretty
sea
amazing.
life.
Yeah, I mean Minecraft's got a lot of sea life now. So.
Didn't to begin with though, admittedly.
Yeah.
Raft is now going to have turtles.
Oh yeah.
And
that's
whales.
Cool.
I'm very excited for that. I'm definitely not reading Wheel of Time. But yeah, I still feel like sea life is still like what is in the water is an afterthought for most RPGs.
Yeah.
right? They're like, oh, it's a trout.
Cool.
We really want to feel the change of time to be recognizable with all things. This will include weather that changes with seasons, foliage that also changes, leaves falling from the trees in autumn, and lots of blooming flowers in spring, and the moon changing.
That's actually not that hard to do. You're basically
Yeah.
just changing the color of a texture.
We could be whalers.
That would be...
Horrific, but
Yeah.
it would be very... it would be interesting. Another change that would probably have the real effect of passing time with it will be decomposing corpses. Every person in your game killed will slowly decompose and create a horrible stench, which your character might not be able to stomach. This
Sounds
is interesting
icky.
because I watched a video not that long ago about the comparison of zombies from Oblivion to Skyrim, and they're so basic in Skyrim.
Really?
Yeah, well, like the Dwarger aren't that horrific looking. Like the
Okay.
Oblivion
Oh, yeah,
zombies
yeah, yeah.
actually have that sense of rotten flesh, and there's a couple different varieties. Even the skeletons are like, I don't know, Oblivion skeletons have that look of dirtiness to them,
Yeah.
whereas Skyrim skeletons just look aged. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting when you compare those two. But I still feel like, yeah, not many games have they get rid of assets. Does that, like, because they're like, oh, there's too many things to concentrate on. We don't want to just keep a body around to decompose.
Yeah.
As like part of the coding.
Yep. But in Red Dead Redemption, according to
Yes.
Nerd, if
you
you kill
do.
someone, it rots and eventually turns to bone.
Yeah, it
That's
actually
pretty
does.
awesome.
Because you can go back, you can kill an animal and keep going back to the same site and checking on it every other day, and it will actually decompose. It's
Oh, far out.
incredible.
That's disgusting and amazing.
It is disgusting and amazing. Like, that's what I mean. Like, for them, they actually took care with the animals. And, like, yeah, even dead bodies. It's like, all of it was considered. That could be so cool. Like, you get sick and slowly start losing hunger points when near a corpse. Don't know why I'm so enthusiastic about this. Yeah. They already have whales and dolphins in Raft. I'm pretty sure they did not have whales. They introduced dolphins maybe in the last one, and then whales are new now, I think. You can pick up or hide bodies. Assassin's Creed. This makes you feel more involved with the game because you begin to find yourself being less careless about your gameplay, even than if you were playing other games.
That's actually really common.
Super common now.
Yep.
I feel like Assassin's Creed was one of the first to really like suggest it to you, to be like, hide the body so the guards don't come for you.
Yeah, Thief might be as well. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. When was the first Assassin's Creed?
The
first Assassin's Creed was like PlayStation 2.
The first Thief I was like 12 or something.
Oh, really?
So,
oh, damn.
Yeah, but I haven't actually played it, so I don't really...
We should play it.
Yeah.
We should play it.
When it comes to picking items up, our way will seem more realistic. We will make it that when you look at an object, you won't always know what it is, so you pick up to investigate it. The object will be held up in front of you, so you can see it. The options will come up of what you wish to do with it. For example, when you pick up a plant, you have the choice of dropping it and carrying on, putting it in your packet, and or writing your findings down for later reference.
I think there is... It's sort of implemented.
There is in Skyrim and Red Dead where you can pick up and look at objects, like coming around. And yeah.
But there's not... I don't know if there's that thing where your character doesn't know what it is. A lot of the time. I think sometimes you'll be like, oh, this is lavender. I don't know what to do with lavender. So you have to like mix it.
Yeah. That's for us. Yeah. And there are games. It begins with an A. Can't remember. But you're in a dungeon and like you have to use like scrolls of identification to get the details on.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Resident Evil has. Resident Evil. You can pick stuff up.
Yep.
And investigate it a bit.
A
lot of games do implement books now, like like a source book of.
Yep.
And once you learn the properties of it tells you what the properties of things are.
What if you collect a leaf from the plant and scrapbook it, and then when you get to certain towns, you can show experts and they can tell you what it is and how to use it, and it populates on your map after that. That's pretty cool.
I'd be down for that. They could have
That's a
done
good
that
idea.
in Horizon.
Yeah.
You know, like she actually has to go to someone to ask.
Decorate mode that lets you place objects on surfaces without physics interacting and screwing things up. Obviously,
100% a thing now.
Yep, 100% a thing. And Oblivion is the, you put the things on the table and you actually bump it and
Yeah.
What the?
That was the reason we wrote this.
half an hour.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I just wanted to make my little shack on the waterfront look good, and then you try and like place like wine bottles like individually on a shelf, and then they just all explode everywhere, and it's But then they fixed it.
Yeah. Okay, possibly many different modes: decorate, explore, interact, attack, stealth, strategic, command, magic. Okay, yeah. I mean,
I feel like a lot of games do that now, where you can.
Yeah. Yep.
You could play it in numerous ways. You can approach it in numerous ways. I mean, I probably the games, like the games have always had that. I feel like any RPG has always had. Well, not all of them, maybe, but we were just like, our game has to have this. It has to be able to be different. Ka-tink!
Oh, the last line.
one!
To show your progress, a diary will be written as you discover new places and meet new people, and also keep track of quests which are ongoing, or you have left and are coming back to. You may also add your own messages to the diary that can help you understand some of the situations you were in at the time. For example, you have a quest to look in an underwater cave in a lake, but found the light difficult to work with and had trouble with holding your breath. By writing this in your diary, you are capable of watching your progress and what kind of items you have gained to make the quest possible later on.
So, definitely quest diaries have gotten way better through time, but they still don't have that element where you could add your own notes.
There was, you could in Stonekeep.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, Stonekeep is quite an old game. There's a big story about the development of Stonekeep, and millions of dollars went into this game that's kind of okay, Like, it was one of those, like, the hardware moved too faster than the development moved, and then they just had to, But, I mean, Stonekeep as a game is pretty fun. Like, it's like a dungeon crawler, but it's, like, tile-based, so step, and your step one more tile forward, and creatures are either in your tile and you can attack them or they're not. They had live action like enemies, they have like enemies do live action stuff and then like digitize that and put that into the game. I mean, we're talking pixels here, it's not that. Yeah, but I mean, there was a diary in that you could use, like write your own notes, and I remember exploring the dungeon and writing my own notes in the diary and writing my own story to like go along with it. Yeah, it was pretty cool because you could go back and like read all the stuff.
Yeah, because it'd be the people who are writing these in character. Being like, on this day, I traveled along. I think one of the Divinity games allows you to add your own notes in your journal. Why is that not more of a common thing? I feel like if in Divinity 2, if there's actually a feature where I could write my own notes in the journal.
Yeah. And
I haven't found it yet. I feel like a dumbass, but I wish there was, because some of those quests are really complicated.
I think the biggest problem with those sort of things, where you're encouraged to take, or at least have the option to take the slower and more like immersive route to it, but then there's also that like, gotta do the quest and get the money because I want to be rich, and then like that totally ruins any sense of immersion, or doesn't, but like it takes away from those nice finer points.
And admittedly, gaming itself has changed a bit since we were younger. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people nowadays are looking for games that aren't as big. It's quite common, like some people are saying there's too many big RPGs getting released all at the same time. I'm never going to be able to play all of these games and play them to their like actual fullest.
Yeah, yep.
And so it's one of those things where it's quite interesting, like how how many of these things have been implemented into games, and then how many of them haven't yet, because the market's changing and they're trying to make I don't know, games that people can kind of finish in a week because people don't have that. I mean, lockdown helped though. I feel like a lot of people started playing games that they wanted to play a while ago.
Yep.
Availability of time to play is becoming a huge factor. Yeah, exactly. Like, I currently have so many big games that I want to play. One, I have to think about like if I want to play this on stream or not, and then I'm like, well, if I'm streaming, then I need to like stream it, and I can't just, I don't know, it's quite hard. So I'm like, and I have Cyberpunk Outward, Red Dead. Only the online I'm really playing at the moment. I've already finished the story once. I don't need to play it again. But I have Cyberpunk Outward, Bloodborne, which is a pretty big game, but linear-esque rather than like open. Breath of the Wild. Like, these are all huge games that I'm trying to like play and finish. And there's like I change my flavors up too often is my issue. I don't have that same capacity to be like, I'm addicted to this one game for like 4 months and then I leave it,
I have the same problem, Canesta. It's
yeah.
Yep.
Because this is the flavor of games we like, right? This is I still want to make a big game. I think it would be so cool to be like on a storyboarding team for a big game.
Yeah, that would be
so cool. All right, last point.
Yep.
Not all quests can be done straight away. They would be determined by your fame and what has recently occurred in the game to determine the beginning of quests.
Definitely Cyberpunk does that. Like there's some things that you have to hit, and then certain time has to pass, and I'm certain probably The Witcher as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's raining again. But yeah, I know, right? She falls asleep on that beanbag. She's such a cutie. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other games that do this. I feel like a lot of games do, where they're like, come back.
I haven't played GTA, but I'm pretty sure they would probably do the same thing. Some like in-game time has to pass, and you have to have done these quests, and then you'll get the message on the phone to say, hey, there's like this dynamic thing that's happening.
Or the courier on the street bringing you the letter.
Yep.
It would be interesting to like investigate how they've actually outlined some of those things, like the courier people. Is it just because you've passed so many days in the game in Skyrim, or is it because you've actually done something to allow that courier person to come through? Because I feel like it's different per letter, right?
Yeah.
And that's like, I feel like that would be this game as well. This game that we're making. It would have that as well, where it would be like some things it's a matter of time, and then someone in the game dies and you inherit a dog. Or it's like you have been noted by the noble of the next town over for having saved that town from a fire or something.
So we're going to do something similar already, and they have gated quests depending on what you have accomplished.
That's very true. That's it.
There's some good ideas there.
There is some really good ideas there, and I feel like if we kept reading this and kept talking about it, we could actually elaborate and come up with like a really cool game.
I think
but this is just like, it's not story led, like this is just like, okay, these are the parameters in which we would build a thing. It'd be really cool to like talk about the parameter, like the contents next.
Shapoopy, I also like the idea that you could get halfway through a quest and find you don't have the right gear, and go back to complete other quests to get that gear, and then go back to complete the quest. 100% I've done that in a game. I remember being like, oh, I wasn't able to climb a mountain, or I didn't have enough, like the right gun to shoot some people or something. Yeah, and then I had to go back and find the things, and then go back, and then,
But imagine if, like, in that instance, instead, like NPCs who are, like, traveling with you and just wait there for you for, like, a week. But they're like, fuck this, I'm gonna charge in by myself, and then they die? And you're like, oh, that's because I abandoned them. Yeah, not all quests are able to be completed when you pick it up. Right? I feel like that would be good. Okay.
Is it trailer time?
Oh yeah, trailer time. How are we gonna do this?
I don't know. You're the pro.
Oh no. How loud did these go? Can you hear it? I can try turn the thing up real loud too. Guys.
Yes, 100% Quintus, I'm on the same page. This, you're not high enough level to accept this quest stuff. Yeah.
Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're going to look up the Starfield trailer. That's at 100%. I was hoping I could hear it too, but we might have to just turn CC on. I would rather you hear it because I watched the thing the other day for like a split second. Oh yeah, the official gameplay reveal. See, I watched.
Oh man,
watched...
this is like 15 minutes.
Oh shoot, it's like okay. We'll just watch the first part of it, and then when Todd Howard starts talking, we can.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe you want to turn it up full volume there.
Boom. Oh wait, you know what's still playing? Music. This is full volume. I might just crank it down here. Don't dox myself. I don't think I doxed myself. I was just showing my screen for a second. All right. In theory,
is this going to blast everyone's ears?
No, I turned this bit down. Oh, so we can hear it now too. So obviously Starfield is made by the company who made Oblivion, my favorite game, and made Morrowind, your favorite game. It made Skyrim, which is an okay game. You might have a little echo, chat. I'll push you away. It's Bethesda software. This game looks in big. I know! I don't know if it's gonna be too big. There's just some people are saying in reports now, they're like, I think it's gonna be too big. You can listen to it more than me, because I have watched this. Why they've done that. Yeah. I don't know if it's like trying to hide things or if that's what it's gonna look like when you're hurt. I love the logo though. I'm 100%
It's hard to express how excited all of us at Bethesda are to be here with you today. We're so grateful you're spending the time, and we know you've waited a long time to finally see
like this stuff.
Starfield. It's easily our most ambitious game ever. Like our previous games, it's an epic role-playing game where you get to be who you want and go where you want. But this time, you'll be exploring space. So let's jump right in. This is early in the game as you arrive on the mysterious moon of Crete.
He's so short looking. I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't be that much, like, shorter than him. Hi, Humble! How's it going? Salt date, May 7th, 2033. Ansel. Where's Ansel? We're good. We just missed it. We just walked through. We had like our dream game list from the early 2000s that we made together. And we went through the whole thing talking about it. And now we're watching Starfield because we obviously love Bethesda. This is our problem. I just want to know what this is. Because Starfield, this is like the first real gameplay that they've shown us.
According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Traits unknown. Did you notice that? You're really trying not to talk, and I'm like, la 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 la.
This is the first, well, like.
This is the first anything you've seen.
Yeah, like significant. Yeah, I saw that other one that had basically nothing on it.
That is cool,
Yeah.
right?
That was what we're talking about, like nature just being nature, not necessarily it's either killing you or you're killing
Fleeing
it.
from it, yeah. So it's like that one just acknowledged him. He didn't attack, therefore it assumed he wasn't a threat and walked away. And I was like, that's what we need in games. Oh, this is made by the company who made Skyrim, though, Humble. This is Starfield, which
It would appear
one
that
of us will
pirates
have
of the
dividers.
Crimson Fleet are using the facility.
Space room. I mean, that's what a lot of people have joked. Reaching clear!
Someone trying to jump our squall. Hold them off here while Brogan sets up on the roof.
This is
No one's
the...
getting through.
It'd be hard to make a space game after this. Right.
Mass Effect is different.
Yeah, but still, like, you would want to do, like, make choices that make it look like a space game for that. Got an
Yeah.
behind machine. I know. I'd have to upgrade to be able to just play this.
Well, the 4000 series NVIDIA cards should be coming out this year or early next year.
This, for a lockpicking mechanism, I'm not mad about. That looked fun.
That looked good.
You're gonna pay for that!
I like the mini map also. It's quite cool. I mean, the whole look of it is very cool. I like it. I don't think I need to know their level. Do you know what I mean? That's such
Yeah,
a...
the first thing I'll be doing is getting rid of the whole. Do we not want any?
I don't mind
anything on
the
the-
bottom
After some
layer HUD
initial
because it feels like
encounters,
that's
you're
inside
invited
the
to
helmet.
join
Oh
I
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yep. I
Where,
feel-
but
in
I
the
don't
future
want to
the
know
game
what
is set
level
in
the pirate
are the
is.
last
You know what I
group
mean? Like, I feel
of
like
space
that's dumb.
explorers. To meet them,
Oh, it's
you'll head to the
Fallout. Oh,
capital
it's not
city
Fallout. It's
of New
Rage.
Atlantis.
I've heard Rage is really good.
So this is all I've seen. It's up to you if you want to keep watching.
Let's watch just
Just a little
more.
taste. A lot of people. Okay, I shouldn't really. This is my thing. I'm really trying not to read. When I see article titles, I'm like. A lot of people are saying, NPCs just know they're Bethesda NPCs just from the look of them. I'm like,
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could
I'm
be
just
everything
mean. I know
we've
you're
been
mean.
looking
You're
for.
funny.
As to what they are, what they're building,
Humble, what are you up to after
you'll
like,
be part of solving that
30.
puzzle now.
in like 30 minutes?
So, you found something?
The new guy found it.
You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it.
Yeah, you know it's
Visions?
Bethesda eyes when they have too much glare on
The
them, like they're
artifact,
too many
in
like
fact,
little
appears
lights.
to
But
be
I kind of
moving
light-headed with them.
scattered across the galaxy. If we can find more, we can unlock their secrets.
Beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him.
Of course, the Settled Systems is full of groups with other priorities.
Everybody get ready!
The fleet doesn't follow the rules.
One always looks slightly
Agree to work for
off-center.
UCC staff. Together, we take down these cutthroat
Again,
pirates.
though, I appreciate that about Bethesda. Because
We're not
whose
just here to
face is
shoot the bad
actually...
guys. We're
Ah,
peacekeepers. We protect the people of the Free
I've
Star
noticed
Collective.
that this ear is
When you
flatter
sign
than
up with
this
the
ear.
Crimson Fleet, no one quits.
Hi,
The only
Starsky.
way out is death.
The path ahead may be dangerous. But we are not stopping.
Most Dusties don't even make it this far.
Because whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity. Forever.
Oh man, there's
That gives you a look at the
there's not enough gameplay for me to say I'm 100% on board. But damn, does it look
It looks
really
so
cool.
good.
Yep.
I can't hear you well what you say. I say, Humble, are you free in 30 minutes? But I mean, no rush. I I don't know. I'm sold. I really want to play it. I want to play it.
I've learned my lesson with Bethesda, etc. I feel like I'm probably going to wait to buy it because then they'll put out some bug fixes and stuff.
I mean, that's true. I mean, even Cyberpunk had the same issue, and that's a different developer.
But
Steve.
I really hope it's good. Damn, I really hope it's good.
I really hope it's good for them as well, because they've been feeding off of the Skyrim buzz for so many years now. And I'm kind of like, dude, you need new shit. And this is their new thing. and if it doesn't work out for them, then this game studio is just going to keep making Skyrim. Do you know what I mean? Like, if this doesn't work,
yep,
then they're going to fall on their old path that worked. And then we won't get to see new stuff from them. And I'll be really upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because they actually, Bethesda as a whole, they actually do know how to make a good game. And like, you know, they experiment. Like Todd Howard, I mean, Bethesda essentially split up into two groups when they made not Morrowind, one before it. And like Todd Howard and his group made one game, and then the other crew made a different game. They're both technically Elder Scrolls game, and his one did better. And like, so I don't know, I like the idea that this company will keep going, okay, what could be the next thing? And if we don't actually, if it doesn't succeed, then they won't keep doing new things.
Yep.
But yeah, King Up suffered for a long time. If this works, damn, it will be good. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, I just want it to work for their sake. Oh, did it look good? I missed it. It does look good. I think it looks good. But at the same time, like, I do agree. It's probably not enough gameplay. Really, they showed us one thing of gameplay and then the rest was all trailers, like, shots.
Yeah, like the... I
Or
don't know.
cutscenes.
It could be really good.
Matt's so nervous now.
Yeah, I really want a good game, you know?
Yeah,
I really don't want to be like, oh, it just kind of sucks a bit.
I wonder how many of when this game comes out, if it ticks all our boxes. I mean, our boxes admittedly seem to be leaning more towards like medieval-ish.
Yep.
But I still feel like, does this game have optional mounts? Does this game have like wear and tear to your suit? You know, like, is it gonna tick some of those other boxes? Back on the big screen, Hades. Well, we have like, I downloaded a game last night.
Cool. For
you to play.
All right.
For chat.
Cool.
And you said to give you a game that you hadn't played before. So I've got it a game for you.
Cool. Let's give it a go.
Okay. And then we'll let BROSPLORE go. But let me switch screens for a second. Hello. We're I don't think you're ready for this journey. I don't think you're ready for this. It does not involve turnips. It's worse. I don't want to explain it too much. But I've got my brother a game that'll just be interesting. Do we leave it like that? We'll go high, I guess.
Thanks, Shapoopies. I appreciate it.
Is that my screen size? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's probably the full screen size if you wanted to do window. Yeah.
Like
that? Depends. How big do you want it? Like
I want it to take up. I want it to take up the whole screen.
Oh, then that, yeah, just leave it like that. Yeah.
Okay. In theory, once it boots up, Nip's will be very entertaining and should stream one, right? He's great. We have games that we do want to play together. Like we'll play GTFO together. And then we'll play Outward, maybe Divinity. We have lots of different things that we want to play together. All right, guys. We're gonna allow BROSPLORE to play this game, and I'll leave you. He will have the headset. Turn this down. 20 should be loud enough. I haven't played this before.
Really?
This is a game that I thought would be hilarious to play at some point. However, I don't know if it's gonna go well. Here is the things. I'll back up and you take over.
All right. Well, let's give this a go and we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Do we
Is
go
this visually
training?
blocking you?
Huh? No, that's fine.
Okay,
Yep. Do we go training?
Nope, just go.
Just create a
Just
game.
go.
Oh, quick game. Perfect.
Yep. Makes me hear you better when you sit back in your chair. I think you're going, oh yeah, sorry. I was just frame rate? Is it really dropping? It is dropping frames. I just updated my drivers. This shouldn't even be a thing.
Choppity chop chop chop. In that case then.
Is it fine now that we're in the game?
Yep. Because it could just be because
It was
we're
just loading the thing in. It should be fine now. So Matt, this game is called Hand Simulator Survival. I don't know how the buttons work, but all of the fingers, from my knowledge, have individual keys.
What?
There's a hand.
Oh, that does look quite laggy. Do we want to put it on low graphics?
Yeah, sure. Oh my god, why is this game? It's obviously not optimized very well. Settings. So we're gonna let Matt get really frustrated at this game.
Oops. No, we don't want to do that.
No, not ultra. Oh, it's just loading. It's thinking about it.
Laggy gaga. It is the lags.
Wait. Oh no. It's like did you click agree on those settings though?
Yep.
Turn, they're all off.
We can try running it in a window.
Yeah.
And then
I'm making you play a game you've never played before. That was your rule last night. You were like,
yeah.
ow, I just clicked my sternum. How do you click a sternum?
Let's drop it down to like that maybe.
Yeah.
And that would be that might make it a little bit easier.
Oh.
And then can you select to only do the window?
Yeah. Matt doesn't know technology. Where is my mouse? Oh, it
It's stuck
won't
in the
leave.
game.
And then we do what? And then oh no, not that one. Hold on. I want to do. Oh, I haven't added it. Okay, hold on. Game capture. I didn't add a game capture because I didn't think it would be a thing that needed to be added. Boom. All right, there you go.
I kind of
Keep rubbing back to heal. So I just want you to think about all of the things we put in our video game, ideal video game, and does this tick all the boxes?
What the hell? What are we doing here?
You're using your hand.
Well, I mean,
You gotta, I don't know, you gotta find sticks or something. Oh, your hunger's going down so quick. What the heck? Go find a coconut. A hydrate. I did bring water. I forgot to get Matt water because I was like, oh, we need sippy cups so we don't spill anything. So I'm pretty sure the idea of the hand simulator games is that all of the buttons do different things for your hand, and it's supposed to be infuriatingly annoying.
Yep. Okay, so we have the move forward and the move right. Can we pull the things off? No. No. Okay, all right. This is like like Quap, you know?
No, I don't remember Quap.
What?
I don't remember. Oh, is it the running one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I remember Quap now. Hello, Pharaoh. How's it going? Is it looking better now? I think it's fine. I don't think we're lagging anymore. Damn, it's funny the games that make my computer go.
I think okay, well, running around, I'm only seeing these sort of trees here, so maybe there's something I can do. What the hell?
I think different buttons make different things move. Like different joints move. Hello, chat.
Oh, that's so crack. Okay, alright, okay.
Hello. Shake my hand.
Okay, alright, I understand it now.
Do
Okay,
you?
yep. And then we turn it, and then we can.
Okay, go find. Maybe we find. Wait, what was on the? Was there something on the ground under that tree? Oh, there is.
Right.
Is it? What is it?
It's a
mushroom. We can eat that.
No, we don't want it.
I don't know.
Come on, come. Oh, there's a frog. There's a frog.
Kill it. Eat it. Why are you crawling like that, Matt?
Uh,
Why are you a frog?
Come on, come on.
This would be infuriating. Oh no, you nearly stood on him though.
Come on. Alright, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Did I squish the frog? No, I get.
Is there any game audio? Is there any game audio?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There's
they
walking
can't
and
hear
stuff.
that.
Oh really?
Let me. Press escape for a second.
What? Okay.
I want to see. Wait, you guys can't hear the game, or can you? I don't know. Properties. Monitor off. Okay, is it still playing?
I can still hear it's like, you know, insect sounds sort of thing.
What the hell? It's not sending it to like the desktop. So it's not registering the sound of the game. This one? No. No. Why does it not register the game for? This is so dumb.
There's something that's muted there. Is that what
Mute monitor only mute output. No. It should be like that. I don't understand.
I mean, I could barely even hear anything. Yes, I have Ra, go for it.
Can I go to my friend's house, BROSPLORE? That's funny. I don't know why. It's not registering the sound. Well, that's okay. You can just try and bum around for a little bit, and then we'll call it.
We got 9 minutes anyway. So let me see if I can find this dang frog. Oh wait, no, wait. I'll try and
try get the mushroom off the tree.
I'll try and get this mushroom.
Oh, there's a frog.
See, like, what the hell? So when I'm down here, I can't actually. Oh yeah, there we go.
I know there's no game sound right now. I'm making the game sounds. I don't know what it sounds like. It goes like.
What? I knocked it off the tree.
Where did it go?
It fell into the ground.
Quatwop. That's the noise it makes. Oh, there's a rock over there we could pick up.
Where's a rock?
Oh, there was a rock over there next to these trees.
There's a stick.
Oh, great. We can make a fire. Grab one thing, please.
Come on. We're...
Smash the frog with a rock. Damn, boobies.
Can you just pick up the frickin'... Oh my god! Okay.
You touched it! Oh, where did it go? It just stopped existing. Oh, you nearly ribbit. I'm trying to be the frog.
Damn.
This looks
I was so close. Oh,
hey,
wait a
Humble,
second.
this is multiplayer if we ever want to try play it together. You can make lobbies and have like a bunch of people trying to survive.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna die of thirst.
What? What? I'm gonna die of thirst.
You're thirsty.
How are you? Come on, just grab that. Grab just one thing.
I want to rage quit. You're not even playing, Shipoopies. Here. Oh.
What the frick is this? I just want to grab it, but you won't grab it.
Try to find a rock instead.
Find a rock instead. Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
It's like my hand's right there, and I just can't get the damn little dude. Oh no! I think I got him.
You got him? With which hand?
Whoa! Hold up!
You have individual thingies, like I said. Flip off the chat. Come on.
Hold up. There we go, and we're gonna stand up. And okay. All right.
Flip off the chat.
Yeah!
Peace sign now. Hey! Woo!
It's more like a victory sign, but
damn. You out here surviving, Matt. You're doing great. You're also dying of hunger now. I like how you just crouched
wait a second.
like a frog. That was
This-
naughty hands.
This is control makes you go like
Ribbit?
slowly down. So there's something that goes down and something that goes up. You know, I reckon you could actually. But then
Just
what is-
hop, Matt. Just go for a hop.
oh, come here.
Shipoopies believes in you. Oh, bye, Fury. Have a good day at work. Damn.
I think I stood on him. And
You were so close. Did he make a noise like a squelch?
I know he's sort of hops along. Although I think my character's like, you know, dying or something. Every now and again he'll go. Ugh.
Don't worry, we'll die of cold at nighttime too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's good.
I've watched someone play this game and they had to build a fire to try and keep themselves warm enough. But then all the snakes were like, oh, there's a fire.
Oh.
So you're trying to like kill snakes like with your stupid hands. Good job. Oh, you're
Wait,
drowning.
what?
Oh, you died.
Oh my god.
Congratulations.
I didn't close my mouth, did I?
I don't know.
There's a button.
Something-
There will be a button to fucking close your mouth.
Something like that. Wait, now there's sound. Why is there sound now? I don't understand this. Well, congratulations. Thank you for being here, my lovely sibling. We're gonna call it there, folks. It's been a wild ride. At least you're gonna call it here. I don't know. Maybe I'll play some. Maybe I'll hang out.
Cool.
Take you so much, BROSPLORE.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Look at us. We were geniuses.
Yeah, I think we
We
were well ahead of the time.
Right. We predicted the market.
We did actually predict a lot. Yeah.
A lot of different kinds of
In
games.
fact, I think half of what we predicted was just Minecraft, really.
When you put it like that.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of it was just Minecraft. I hear the glug glug. Alright. Thank you. I'll let you
Cool.
exit out of the room
Cool.
and roll. You might have to lift it.
Okay, it was fun having a chat.
Oh, do you want to shout yourself out, your Instagram or your, I don't know. Do you have anything you'd want people to follow you on?
I should probably, bye Shaboobies. I should probably, you know, get some sort of social media presence that I,
Yeah. If you guys want to see more of BROSPLORE on streams, please tell them in the Discord, and we will play together again soon.
I'll try not to dox myself. Okay, have fun, guys.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ending the recording.